been almost an entire arable farming year since we joined the team at Saat-Gut Plaußig to shoot this series of short films for YouTube. In this video, the fourth in the series, we will take a look at their autumn tillage, see how modern cultivators and seed drills are built, and show you the sugar beet harvest. Our film begins at the end of October. Most winter crops, like canola, have already been sown. Jonathan is preparing this field for drilling sugar beet next spring. The field has already been tilled twice, with the Köckerling all-rounder flatline following the wheat harvest. The primary tillage work is now being carried out by the Vector stale seedbed cultivator. In this pass, the boxer tank system enables the basic dressing to be applied at the same time. The dual tank system holds both phosphorus and potash. Phosphorus is an important nutrient for sugar beet as it supports growth. Potassium has a significant impact on the water balance. The dosing unit enables the spreading quantities of both fertilizers to be adjusted individually, and the nutrients spread in different places at the same time. In order to anticipate the nutrient depletion of the substrate during ploughless tillage, the phosphorus is deposited behind the cultivator shares at a depth of around 22 centimetres. The potash, on the other hand, is transported via the pipes to the front of the harrow tines and deposited there. Using the Köckerling Vector and Boxer tank system, the team sowed and fertilised around 10 hectares of canola in 2021, initially as a trial. The good soil moisture in late summer definitely helped matters, but the results will become clear after the crop emergence. The cover crops sown using this combination are also looking good. Here is an example. Out of all the modern equipment used by Saat-Gut Plaußig, the two Case IH 1455 XLs catch the eye. The two tractors, built in 1994 and 1996, have been on the farm since the beginning and still take on simple transportation tasks today. Saat-Gut's machinery sheds also still house an MB Track 1100 and a Fendt Favorit 612. Both are well-maintained modern classics. As we reported in our other short films, the expansion of the commercial and infrastructure areas to the north of Leipzig has been considerable. This 54-hectare field was actually leased from the city and has shrunk to almost half its original size in just a few years. Arable land that has been taken out of agricultural production forever. Before we move on to the sugar beet harvest, we joined Managing Director Benedikt Biermann and his two employees, Jonathan and Heiko, on a visit to the new Köckerling plant. We wanted to use this opportunity to find out more about the updates to their equipment program and exchange thoughts and ideas with the specialists. Köckerling agricultural equipment manufacturers go back a long way. Founded in Wels, North Rhine-Westphalia in 1955, the company is still family-owned and is run by the second generation. The site in Wels is home to the administration and research and development departments and the welding shop. In 2018, the assembly and replacement part logistics departments were moved to the new plant around a 15-minute drive away. We're lucky enough to be the first to film at the new Lippling site. This is where they manufacture grassland maintenance equipment, seed drills and tillage implements with working widths of 3 to 14 meters. Today the famous Vector, All-Rounder and Quadro series are on the assembly stations. The team is particularly proud of its hot manufactured steel processing capabilities. Hot manufactured steel is highly robust and meets the demands of the Köckerling equipment program. A modern powder coating plant guarantees the durability of the components. Köckerling has over 300 employees in Germany and France. Thanks to the new plant in Lippling, they can now take on many more orders from both inside and outside of Germany. Although Germany and the neighbouring countries account for the majority of Köckerling's sales, a few machines are exported overseas each year. Let's head back to the northern edge of Leipzig. Robin is out in the canola fields with a John Deere 6R and a Schmotzer hoe. This crop is grown on the farm in the same way as sugar beet and maize, with a row spacing of 45 centimetres. Now, in autumn, the main task is to mechanically remove the old canola from previous years that reduces the yield. In particularly densely cropped fields, the new crop has been sown with a precision seed drill to enable reliable hoeing. Removing other weeds, like chamomile for example in this way, saves the farm from using herbicides, and breaking the soil's crust stimulates mineralization. The sugar beet harvest finally starts in mid-November. The sugar factory always sets the delivery date, and due to the exceptionally good yields during the 2021 harvest, they delayed processing accordingly. The farm supplies 2 sugar factories, less than 80 kilometers away. Sugar beet has been grown in the Saat-Gut Plaußig fields for decades now. They currently sow between 100 and 150 hectares each year. The days of using your own equipment for harvesting are long gone. The Tammo Gläser harvesting collective now steps in with its powerful agricultural machines. The harvest work usually runs 24 hours a day, and up to 25 hectares are harvested each day. To support the harvester and the Terra variant carting vehicle, Saat-Gut Plaußig also provided a tractor with a dumper trailer. Daniel here successfully completed his agricultural apprenticeship with the farm business in 2021. We paid a visit to this 105-hectare field to the east of Hohenheide in spring. This is where we documented the sowing work in our first short film. One pass of mechanical weed control was carried out on the crop as planned. Then it was hoed once more, unplanned, to break up the soil crust after a heavy dose of rainfall. After 3 bad years due to drought, the sugar beet benefited enormously from the abundant rainfall in 2021. The total yield was 25% higher than expected, and the beet stack on the edge of the field grew to previously unimaginable dimensions. The stack was almost 1.2 kilometers long, ready to be carted off to the sugar factory. The sugar beet harvest marks the end of a long, busy year on the fields at Saat-Gut Plaußig. The purchase of 2 Claas Lexion 8700 combines is already done and dusted, and they will be out harvesting the Saat-Gut Plaußig fields in 2022. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to show you these harvesters, as well as any other new machines in a sequel. If you want to find out more about Saat-Gut Plaußig, we recommend taking a look at the company's fantastic website. We would like to thank the Saat-Gut Plaußig team for this impressive, transparent insight into the farm, and equipment manufacturer Köckerling for their support with this video project. And of course, we would also like to thank the many thousands of viewers who have already watched this short film series here on YouTube.